You're in danger if you think you're going to make a lot of money in tech out of your first job. One thing that most people don't tell you is how much money they were paid on their first job. There's some people who are lucky enough to be making the six figures outright on their first job or after their second job. But for the most people, in your first job, especially if you're working in Kenya, for most people, you're going to get paid very small amounts of money. You start making the six figures from your second, third, fourth job going forward. But it's also highly dependent on the companies that you're working for, what industries those companies are, where are those companies located. But if you think that you're going to make a lot of money on your first job, I want you to think again. There's some of you who are going to be lucky enough to be making that much money on your first job, on your second job. But for most people, it's going to take a few years before you get to that point. Always keep that in mind. One thing I love about tech is that there's a possibility of you making a lot of money at some point. But it also does, that privilege does not fall on everyone as well. But that possibility is something that I love about tech. You can be making 50,000 today, and then tomorrow you'll be making 300. In a few 2-3 years, you'll be making 500,000 going forward. But always know that you might not be as lucky as everyone else, and that is still okay. You still have to put in a lot more work. You still have to put the extra shifts and putting in the extra hours and the nights without sleep so that you can learn a skill so that you can increase your price point at some point. So keep that in mind.